A very good morning to all of you. We will be starting the webinar now. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Shirley Simon and I will be moderating this webinar. Today we are presenting Stay Ahead and Maximize Your Oracle Support Investment. We are joined by our speaker, Mr. Vinod Yadav. Hi Vinod, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
I'm good, Shirley. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. In this webinar, we will share insights on how you can get maximum value from My Oracle Support. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. Your lines will remain muted during this session. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them in the question box in your control panel. There will be a Q&A round at the end of the session, and we'll be addressing your questions during the session. Now, without further ado, I will now request Vinod to take the lead from here.
Okay, thank you, Shirley. Good morning, friends. My name is Vinod Yadav, and I'm working as Head of Infrastructure Support Services at pathinfotech. I have been working in Oracle technologies for more than 20 years. First of all, I would like to thanks to all of you for taking time and joining us in this webinar. Today, I'm going to discuss about My Oracle Support, mostly known as MOS. In fact, Oracle support is a quite vast, but today we are going to look into some of the areas which often interest to all of us. So before we start, there is a quick poll just to understand what about the participant we have right now. We just need your few seconds to participate in this poll. Shirley?
The poll is open for everyone right now. If you can take a few seconds to the answer. Thank you so much, guys. Vinod, please go ahead.
Okay. So we have mixed profile of participants today. We have developers, we have DBAs, we have managers and IT heads. I'm sure that all of us have used Oracle products and experienced My Oracle support in some shape and form. Today we will cover the main feature of MOS in more structured manner. We will start from a point where you have just bought an Oracle product and received your support identifier. You now want to start using MOS. We will talk about user management, using knowledge base to learn, as well as troubleshooting issues using SR to get support from Oracle. And we will also be covering some of the best practices in each of these areas. In as a first step to start using MOS is to create a user. For that, you need to go to MOS website. You just type support.oracle.com. The MOS homepage looks like here. Uh, you on top right hand side corner, you have the new user registration link. Click on this link to register yourself. If you are the first user for this CSI, then you will automatically become the administrator of the CSI. In case someone is already assigned as the administrator, he will be sent the notification to approve your user request. Once your request is approved, you can log into MOS. When you log in, you will see what is known as user homepage. This homepage is customizable. Major tabs available on this page are dashboard, knowledge base, service requests, patches and updates. community, certification, and many more. Most of us are familiar with this page. I just want to emphasize that you can actually customize this page by adding or removing the sections as per your preferences. One tab that most of us don't use but can be very useful for quick resolution for our problem is the collector tab page. In the collector tab, you can download the Oracle Configuration Manager. This can be installed on your Oracle home. The collector collects diagnostic usage information about Oracle products you are using. This information can be used for proactively suggesting patches and updates as well as for your troubleshooting problems when you are using and raising SR on Oracle support. Now moving to the user management, we will now talk about the user management. In our experience, we have seen that people just create one user on MOS, but you can create as many as user you want. You can allocate different rights to different users. For example, a DBA might be given to raise the SR as well as download patches. And other side, a functional user might be given rights only for search and learn the knowledge base. For user management, select More tab and then Settings. You need to go to the support identifier and select CSI for which you want to manage the users. If you see the screen, on the left-hand side, you can define the default access rights for any user created under the CSI. On the right-hand side is the list of current users. You can select and modify the same. To add a new user, click on the Add button. There are times when you are giving access to some temporary users, for example, contract users or consultants working on a project for you. These are the users who need access for a defined period time only. For these type of users, Oracle provide an option to set the termination date. You can enter the termination date either at the end of creating the user or later on by changing the privileges of that user. The screen look like below. This is a new feature of MOS introduced by Oracle, especially to automatically take care of termination of user accounts. This is also requirement in information security standards. The user will receive email notification regarding the account expiration before it is expired. These notifications usually come 3, 2, or 1 week before the account expiration. As a best practice, now we will talk about some of the best practices for user management. CUA, this is basically Customer User Administrator, is the most important user account in MOS. It is highly recommended to create at least 2 CUA roles for every CSI. This helps in case one of the CUAs suddenly quit the organization. You should always plan to have 2 CUA. Therefore, in case one of the CUA quit, you should immediately assign the CUA role to another person. And you can do this by adding new user or using the existing user too. We have already talked about the importance of termination date and creating multiple users. As discussed earlier, you should create as many as users are required on MOS. The MOS portal is not just for troubleshooting resources. It can be used for learning by giving access to MOS to your users. You are enabling them to use MOS on their own, reducing their dependency on DBA and administrators. One of the first feature that user start using on MOS is knowledge base. On the home page, there are multiple ways of searching the information most commonly used in the global search bar. You just type your question or keywords about the information you are looking for and press enter or search icon. Global search, while good for searching the general information, sometimes results can be too broad and may give you too many results. A better practice is to use the knowledge base frame and restrict the search by selecting the product or product family. This search is more specific and is likely to give you more close results in case you do not get the desired information. You can broaden the search by selecting multiple sources. You can also narrow down the result further by defining your platform and product version. One more feature which a lot of us miss out on is the search additional Oracle sites button. Using this button, you can expand the search to other Oracle sites like OTN or Oracle.com, education, and many more. Okay, friends, there are some polls going on. So I request you to participate in that poll, and that can be done simultaneously when you are. So there's a poll open. You can look into that. Okay, thank you. Oracle provide a host of diagnostic tools and scripts which can be used to troubleshoot your problems in your environment. All these tools can be accessed from the diagnostic tool catalog. To access the diagnostic tool catalog, search for document ID 559339.1. This one page provides links to multiple diagnostic tools for various Oracle products. Some of these diagnostic tools are used by Oracle support to resolve your issues. We will discuss about one of the tool here. Most of the DBAs have heard about an Aura 600 error. If you look at the top of rightmost column, there is a tool to check the Aura 600 error issues and resolution. Search for the document ID 153781. You need to enter the first argument of the error in this tool as well as your database version. You can then press lookup error button to search for known solutions for this error. In case you do not get any result, you can either do a general search, or if you have the trace file available, you can copy paste and first few lines of the spec trace and then press the search button. And here it is not just giving you the Aura 600, there are some more errors like critical errors like Aura 7445 and Aura 700. And usually these errors comes with 3 to 6 parameter along with this error. So you need to enter the first error parameter in the error code argument. Similarly, other diagnostic tools can be used depending on your requirement. Most of these tools have documentation available on how to use them, although a lot of issues can be resolved by using the Oracle knowledge base. Still, there can be issues which require Oracle support help. Maybe due to complexity of the issue or urgency of the issue or business impact. For these issues, we need to raise a SR request with Oracle support. One of the first best practice while raising the service request to be proactive. What we mean by the proactive is, okay, friends, in case if you have any question, you can enter these questions in the chat box, then we can take them later on. And right now there is a poll going on, and I request you to participate in that poll. Okay, thank you very much. You should have all the relevant information handy before you start raising an SR with Oracle support. The information required would be what problem you are facing, which product you are using and having that issue, error codes, if any, serial number for the hardware issues, cloud environment, then you would require the environment name, any trace file, log files, diagnostic tools files, and any configuration file you would require to submit. All that you can upload in your SR. So you need to have all that information with you before you start raising the SR with Oracle support. Okay, so when you click on the uh, create SR page, you will get this kind of screen. In case for any reason, if you are not getting create technical SR option, that means you do not have the permission to raise the SR. So we suggest you to discuss with your CUA administrator and get the permission. After that, you will be able to raise the SR. Basically, there are four steps, or say the four stages when you create the SR. The first is the problem or the severity, where you have to define. The second stage is the solution. Oracle will recommend you based on the input you have given, and then some more details. And toward the end, you have to provide your contact information. Okay. In the step one, apart from the describing the problem you are facing, it is very important to define the severity of the issue. Please be aware that not all issues are severity 1 issues. Also, when you are raising a severity 1 issue, your involvement in resolving the same is as much as required as the support engineer. The severity should be defined based on the business impact of the issue. When you are raising SR, it asks for information about the product, the platform, and many more. You can save time by using a previously created SR template or an existing SR. One of the best practices is to create and save SR template for your production systems. This will help you in raising an SR faster at the time of an issue in your production system. So when you enter all this information, you will get a guided resolution. So depending on the problem and the product used, you may get the guided resolution screen where Oracle support will ask additional questions to understand the exact nature and the area of problem. Answering these questions properly improve the resolution time for your problem. MOS will run an internal search on its knowledge base on the problem statement and its details provided by you. The result of this search is shown to you as a probable solution. Although you may have already done a knowledge-based search before raising the SR, but as a best practice, we recommend that you should go through these solutions, and in case you find a solution which you have not tried for resolving the problem, you should try this solution before raising the SR. If the solution works, it can definitely reduce your resolution time. As mentioned earlier, you should be ready with any trace or log or diagnostic files that can help Oracle support to analyze and resolve your problem. On this screen, you will upload all the required files. In case the size of the file is more than 2 GB, Oracle provide an FTP location to upload larger files. How to upload large file is documented in MOS document 1547088.2. Okay. When you raise a severity 1 issue, then this is very important. Oracle support works 24/7 to resolve it. You need to provide a primary contact details for Oracle to contact to get more information. It is also expected that you will work with Oracle support 24/7 till the issue is resolved. You need to also provide your manager and secondary contact details to contact in case Oracle support is not able to contact your primary contact. One of the best practices to, in case you do not want Oracle support to work 24/7 on this issue, then you can disable this option. Okay. Once you have raised the SR, the status of the SR keeps changing depending on the work being done. It is very important to understand the status code. Whenever the status change to one of the customer end code, you need to immediately check the SR and take the appropriate action. Please remember that when the action is pending on customer side, Oracle engineer is no longer working on your SR. You need to provide whatever information or action support engineer has asked for, and that you have to provide as soon as possible. In case you are not satisfied with the response or the time being taken to provide solution, you can escalate your SR. Reason for escalation can also be to get the Oracle management attention for your issue. When you are starting a new project, for example, you are doing a database upgrade, one of the best practices to inform Oracle support by using management attention process about the project, its timeline, and its business impact. This help when you raise an SR during the project and you are facing any issue. Okay, so there is a small poll. Would need your help to participate in that poll. Okay, thank you very much. So now let's look into some of the best practices while raising your service request. It is very important to provide all the relevant information to support engineer proactively. Also, don't forget to set the correct severity while mention the correct business impact to get the proper attention from the Oracle support. As a best practice, to look for knowledge base for existing known issues and solution provided there. Keep checking your SR for updates and provide correct and timely information to Oracle support. In case of Severity 1 SR, keep your team engaged with SR to take immediate action and respond to Oracle. So if you are taking longer time to respond to Oracle, then accordingly your resolution time frame will also increase. Also, in case if you do not, if you need, so do not hesitate to escalate the SR. So after the SR, there is a possibility that Oracle would recommend you to download certain patches and apply in your environment. So as a best practice, whatever patches are or patches given or suggested by Oracle, you can implement them in first in your non-production environment and then in your production environment. So one of the reason for your issue can be a known bug for which Oracle support will recommend a patch to be installed. To search and download a patch, you need to go to Patches and Updates tab from homepage. So there are various options available for you to download the patches and updates. If you know the bug number, then you can get the fix by just entering the bug number here. However, if you want to check the bug fixes for a product, then you can search the fixes by entering the product name, version, and platform. And apart from that, you can also search recommended patches for your specific product. So we also recommend that Oracle quarterly provide you the cumulative patches or the security bug fixes. Again, you can keep track of them, and every quarter you can download those patches and updates and apply in your environment. There are times when you will be installing new system in your environment. While doing the project planning, you would require to list down the products and their certification. One of the proactive method to avoid issues and get quick help in case if you face an issue is to ensure that you are using a certified combination of products. For example, your database version is certified to run on a specific version of your OS. To check which product version is certified with what platform, you can use the certification tab. So here, depending on your requirement, you can select the desired platform and then click on that. So once you click on that, you will get the next screen where you will get the complete certification details. So if you look at the right side, this is telling you how long the premier support is available for Oracle Database 12.201 on Linux version 6 and update 4 onward, and the extended support. And at the same time, there are a lot of information. In fact, at the same time, you can see here right side, bottom right side, that this product is available on Linux 64-bit only, not on the 32-bit. So when you click on any of these links here, you will get more detail, which can give you uh, minor details also, and you can use them. Okay. So apart from using My Oracle support on your desktop, you can also log in same on your smartphone. Actually, you don't need any application to download. You just need to open your browser, like maybe Chrome or some other browser, and type the https support.oracle.com. And now, after that, you have to just log in here, provide the same credential as you are using on your desktop or laptop, and you can keep track of your service request, or you can refer the knowledge base and all those information. So as we were talking about the Severity 1 issue, so sometimes you can even track your SR from your mobile phone. You don't need to be active all the time on your laptop or desktop. So friends, that's it. That's all from my side. Thank you very much for joining us in this series of webinar. If you have any query, please put it in that in chat window and we will look into it. Shally,
Thank
is
you
there
so
any
much,
query?
Vinod. Yeah, let's just give everybody a couple of minutes. Just a reminder to everyone, please be sure to type your questions in the question box in your control panel, and we'll take each and every one of them as they come to us. Okay, Vinod, I see a couple of questions coming in. I have one question from Nishad. He says, we are using 11G. Oracle is asking us to upgrade to 12C. I'm not keen in doing so now. What options are available for me?
Okay. If you are using 11.2, as a best practice, we strongly recommend to upgrade. But in case of 11.2, the Premier support is already expired, and the extended support is going to expire in December 2020. But it is strongly recommended if there is a business critical application running on your this database, then suggest to use upgrade option. So that will be better option. But definitely you can continue as long as you wish. But this will be a bit serious because you if you are running a business critical application. Okay.
Okay. There's another question that has come in. This is by Payal. She is asking, what is meant by extended support?
Okay. Uh, there are three types of support. The first is the Premier support, and second is extended, and the third option is the lifetime support. In case of Premier support, Oracle is bound to provide you all the bug fixes and patches and technical support during that period, and during this period, during the Premier support period, they will also certify the other hardware coming up during that period. But in extended support, they will give you the bug fixes, but not giving you any new certification. But in case of sustaining support or say the lifetime support, only the existing patches will be given to the user. Oracle will not do any new certification or bug fixes. And in extended support, there is also a difference. If any patch released during that period will be given only to the people, those are purchasing extended support option, and these patches will not be given to lifetime support users. So that will be a major difference.
Thank you so much, Vinod. I think that's all the time that we have right now. Um, With this, we will be ending the webinar. I would like to thank everyone for taking the time and joining us today. We really appreciate you being here. We hope that I okay. I have one more question that has come in from Mr. Upendra. He's asking us, Vinod, what do you mean by purchasing extended support option? Can we take this question right now?
Yeah, sure. So when Premier support ends, so Oracle charge additional 20% amount for your regular support. Then only you will be entitled to get the extended support benefit. So apart from the technical differences, which I have told earlier, there is a commercial impact on extended support. So that basically giving you a bit of, or say the directly 20% of your support cost additional burden.
Does it answer your question, Upendra? Vinod, Upendra is asking, does this mean Australia fees plus 20%?
Sorry, come again.
He is asking whether does this mean AUS fees plus 20%?
So AUS, your annual support fees you are talking about. Yes. So
Yes.
whatever cost you are paying during the Premier support duration, this will be 20% on top of that. So for example, if you are paying 100 rupees during the Premier support, now you have to pay 120 rupees for extended support.
I have one more question that has come in from M. Muralidharan. He is asking, what is update and product support? Is any installation, if any installation is required at site Oracle support, will Oracle be helping to reinstall the product, or any only customer should take care of that?
Okay. So when we are talking about My Oracle support, the Oracle gives only the technical suggestions. They will not help you to do any installation or any patching. All that work has to be done by the customer only. If you want to, if you want Oracle to do the installation and or updates or patching, then there is a separate support. There is a separate team where you have to buy those services, and they can help you out. But when we are talking about My Oracle support, they will give you the suggestions. All the work has to be done by customer.
Are there any more questions? Thank you so much, Vinod. Thank you, Muralidharan. I hope we've been able to address your queries. Um, if anybody else has any more questions, you can always email us. I am just typing my email ID to you in your chat boxes. You can send in your queries, your feedbacks for today's webinar, anything more that you would want to, know from our side. We'll be happy to address those questions. We will be sharing the recording of this webinar also with you soon. Again, thank you, all of you, for joining us, and we hope to see you soon in our next series.
Thank you, everyone, and enjoy your Friday.
Thank you so much, Vinod. Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Shirley.